Welcome to NG Church Network Podcast. We are capturing stories of strength, encouragement and comfort as we pursue Spirit-led lives.
Thank you for coming back to the NG Podcast. Delighted that you're here. We're in Plovdiv, Bulgaria, and we're talking to Marina about the work that she's doing here. I think you're going to find the next few minutes really, really interesting. I hope that really inspires you, and you'll learn more about why we, as the NG Church Network, are partnering with WOW, and with their expertise partnering with Marina and her team here on the ground in Bulgaria. So, Marina, you're Bulgarian?
Yes, I am.
Obviously. And so, I was going to say what year were you born, but that sounds terrible, so I won't ask you that. But just give a sense of, you obviously lived here in the communist times, so just give us a sense of what life was like for you as you look back. It's a long time ago now, I know, but what was life like now versus then? What was life like then?
Yeah, I was born during the communism. I grew up during the communism. And as a normal person who was not involved in politics and other stuff similar like that, for me it was normal to live quiet life, studying in the school, being one of the best students in the school. And I didn't see the difference with the Western world because I haven't seen.
You didn't
Western
know much
world
about
at
the
all.
West at that
Yes,
point?
Yes.
And was that because it wasn't on the TV and not in the press?
No. Very small things could be shown on the news.
Yeah.
And when some new films came abroad, people were crazy going to the cinema to see and to watch the new.
Can you
Western
remember any
films.
of those films? Can you remember any that you saw at the cinema?
Right now, I cannot remember the names, but many of them were famous films.
Yes.
And that's why people were crazy to watch them.
Yes. And so through that period, you weren't a Christian yourself?
I wasn't a Christian. Even my father was kind of communist.
Yeah.
He even became a communist during the Second World War, fighting against the Nazis and so on. But after communists took over in Bulgaria, he was disappointed because he saw many things that he didn't even imagine could be happening, killing people, nationalizing their properties and their businesses. And then he threw the membership ticket to the Communist Party. And since 1950, I think, 1950s, he wasn't anymore a communist.
And so he was disillusioned with the communist state.
Exactly.
And do you think many people were?
I think so, but many were influenced by the communists because they had advantages of their kind of policy.
Yes. And let's get to the bit where you came to faith, how Christianity, so you weren't from a Christian family. I guess, did you know any Christians through this time?
Orthodox Christians,
so
yes.
Orthodox,
my grandparents were Orthodox Christians. I even went to Orthodox church from time to time with my grandmother. She always prayed. She had an icon in her room telling me different prayers, but they memorized. On different occasions, they had certain prayers, not from their own heart, because they didn't know the Lord personally. They knew by mind that they are Christians, Orthodox Christians. That's all.
So you hadn't met anybody who was committed to Jesus, had a personal relationship with Jesus, anybody from our stream of church, nothing like that had been part of your life. And so, go on, explain to us how God broke into, your family's life and your life.
I was a student in Sofia University, Economical University, and I saw walking on the streets, going to school, I saw one church. It was written Evangelical Church. That was my first time seeing that kind of building, and the name.
You'd never seen that before?
Evangelical church. No, never.
You didn't know what
I
it
never
meant?
heard about them
Yes.
at all.
Yeah.
And because it was kind of forbidden to go to church, especially for Easter, many people wanted to go to church, like this coming
Yes, this week we're in Easter week here, yes. Yeah.
But the police, it was militia that time, not police, but militia.
What's that, like secret police?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They put some people around the churches to watch who is going to church.
Yeah.
And our school was very close to an Orthodox church. And we tried once to go, especially for Easter.
Yeah.
And we saw some of the teachers
Yes.
who were forced to watch who is going to the church.
To try and stop people going.
Yes, trying to stop us and making problems.
Yes. Yes.
But as a student in Sofia University, when I saw this building, I said, probably there are new kind of churches in Bulgaria.
Yeah.
And during that time, my sister became a Christian, my oldest sister. And she became a Christian, born-again Christian, through my cousin. They're same age, they were friends, and my cousin was gifted in writings, poems, different writings. And she sent them, in order to be published, she had to send them to the committee of Bulgarian authors.
We struggle to imagine this, but the reality is to get anything published.
Yes.
So she was an author.
She had to be approved.
Yes. By some
Censura,
government
by
department.
the censor.
Well, okay, censored.
Yes.
It was censored.
Yes.
Yeah.
And anytime she sends her writings, she got back a message, and the chairman of this committee wrote to her, "Oh, you are very gifted, continue writing. When they're enough for, good enough for printing, for publishing, we'll let you know."
Yes.
And years passed,
And this is
nothing
your cousin?
happened.
This is your
My
cousin?
cousin, yes.
Yeah. And what was she writing about?
Different things. Her life, or different stories.
Everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one day she was walking on the main street in Plovdiv, and exactly where Alfredo Italian ice cream
Okay, just down the road here, just by the ice cream place.
That building was a bookshop.
Okay.
On the first floor was the Bulgarian literature. On the second floor was Russian literature, Soviet Union literature. And she was walking, reading the books, the names, the titles. And she got one book and started reading it. She was shocked because she found out that that was her work. But the author was the chairman of this committee of the Bulgarian authors.
He'd just stolen her words.
Yes. She just changed some names on the titles.
Yeah.
And nothing else. Almost
word for word.
Almost 100%.
Yeah.
He stole this work.
Totally plagiarized.
On his name.
Yes.
And she got depressed.
Yeah.
She went home, locked the door of her room, didn't eat for almost more than a week, didn't go out at all, didn't open the door of her room. Her mother was Orthodox Christian, very faithful Orthodox Christian, and she said, "Please come out, you need to eat, let's discuss this." She said, no. And in the end of the week, she was so depressed and totally hopeless, and said, "Lord, if you exist, where is the truth of this life?"
Do you think she'd ever prayed before?
Probably not.
No.
Because she didn't know the Lord.
Yeah.
Whatever she heard from her mother as an Orthodox Christian, but no Bibles, nothing.
Yeah.
In the church, in the Orthodox church, when you go, there is no sermon.
No.
Just praying, making crosses, and nothing.
Yeah. So maybe the first time she was ever desperate enough to pray.
Yes, and she all angry and depressed, and she shouted, "If you exist, where is the truth?" And suddenly, in the house, a big light, very bright light, came from the roof, from the seal. And she heard a voice. And at the same time hearing the voice, she saw a big Bible, big book opening. All these three elements shocked her. And she heard the voice. Here in this book is the truth.
Yeah.
And she got scared, of course, because hearing voice, bright light, book, and then she opened the door because she was frightened. And
It's
she
scared.
screamed.
It's scared.
Yeah. She shared what she saw and heard to her mother, but her mother didn't know exactly what to say because she never read the Bible. She heard about lights, of course, because we all know this stuff for heaven and God. But she said, okay, let's go to our neighbor because the next building, there's a small house. A lady from the Pentecostal church lived there, old lady. And they went together with her daughter, my cousin, and explained everything that she saw and she heard. And this lady, I know her because later on I was introduced to her, Baba Nadia, we call her. And she immediately opened the Bible, her Bible, she had a Bible, and started reading different things, confirming what she saw that was written in the Bible. That the Bible is the truth, God's word is the truth. And share the gospel with them. My aunt didn't become an evangelical Christian, but she continued going to Orthodox church. But my cousin, she became a Christian.
And how old was she at this point, roughly?
Young lady, probably. She was not married that time, but probably 20, 21 years old.
Yes.
And as a friend of my sister and same age, relatives, cousins, she shared the gospel with my sister. And my sister also became a Christian sometime after that. And when I was a student in Sofia, my sister already became a Christian, started praying for me. And when I came back for vacations, she gave me her Bible because she found in the evangelical churches, people didn't have enough Bibles. They didn't sell Bibles at all. There was no bookstore to buy a Bible from.
It was banned. It was banned.
It was bound, but missionaries from abroad smuggled Bibles secretly.
Yes.
And from time to time, people could get some New Testament or spiritual hymns, books, small books, and Bibles also. And my sister got one Bible, and of course I started reading, and I started reading from the Genesis. It was very interesting for me, but when I went to Deuteronomy, to Numbers, and so I said, oh, no.
It was a little bit complicated.
No, it's not for me. Several times I started reading, but Old Testament.
Yes.
Didn't like it so much. Didn't interested in all this stuff that I read.
Yeah.
But I graduated and came back to Plovdiv, and my sister prayed very hard for me, very intensively for me, and her friends also prayed for me. And one of her friends said, Marina, start reading the New Testament. And I started reading the New Testament, and immediately the New Testament touched my heart. What I read, it was for me. And since then, I started reading regularly, started going to church, not regularly, but from time to time. But as the time passed, I saw that I'm going more often. And with more desire.
There was like something was growing within you.
Yes. And reading the Bible, also New Testament especially, changed my life.
Yes.
And it was in 1980.
Okay. So what's that, 45?
9.5 years I was under the communism as a Christian.
Okay.
That time.
So at some point after reading the New Testament, you gave your life to Jesus?
Yes.
And for you, was that a process? Was that a moment? Was that as you were reading the Bible?
Kind of less than a year.
Okay.
Going to church, praying, reading the Bible, having fellowship with Christians.
Yes.
Less than a month.
And then did you, how did it work then? Did you have to say to somebody, oh, I've become a Christian, or did you go to speak to the pastor, or did you just pray in your own room?
My sister arranged a prayer for me in a house of old couple.
And you said, I'm ready to become a Christian?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
And she said, because she heard Marina crying and praying.
Okay.
I was waiting everybody to go to their rooms and sleep, and I started praying during that time after they already in the family already were sleeping, and she heard the time crying, praying. She said she'll become crazy if I don't make something for her.
Yes.
And then she arranged this prayer meeting with her friends and this old couple, and it was 15th of May 1980. I remember that it was Thursday because it was the day of Jesus' Ascension, 40 days after Easter.
Yes, the Ascension.
I remember everything of that. Yeah. And I was working in the office, and the meeting was arranged for during the lunchtime break.
Okay.
And I asked my boss, can I be late after lunch break because I would like to do something. He said, okay, go, and when you finish, come back. And I went to this meeting. People were waiting for me, 6-7 people. We started praying, especially for me. And during the prayer, I started again. The Holy Spirit started working in me. I cried, repented, talking to Jesus, and the ladies, my sister's friends told me, continue praying, continue praying, you'll be baptized in the Holy Spirit. I heard my sister when she was washing plates in the kitchen, talking to strange things, but I didn't realize that was the baptism of the Holy Spirit. Yeah. And I continued praying, and suddenly I started talking different words that I couldn't understand.
Oh, all on the same day?
Yes.
Okay.
Just few minutes, probably 5-6 minutes after I was full of joy, talking to Jesus, and they said, continue praying, and continue praying. My tongue started pronunciation, different words, and I forced myself to speak in Bulgarian, but different words were coming.
Wow.
Out of my mouth, and they encouraged me, continue, and it started fluently talking in different, but the words that I got were so strange. I said, that's the language from Africa, from the bushes there, to unknown tribe, because I haven't heard this at all. Yes. But later on, when I continue praying, it changed to different languages and so on.
Amazing. And your emotions through that, how long were you there for? An hour, 2 hours, praying with your sister?
Probably totally about 2.5 hours.
And how would you describe your emotions then? What do you remember about that? I know we're talking about a long time ago.
After that, I was so happy. Yes. When I had to go back to my job, I took a bus because that was the way of transportation in the city that time. I took the bus from one stop to my work. In the bus, I wanted to tell other people in the bus, hey, I'm happy. I was born again. I got Jesus in my heart. But I looked at them, everybody was sitting on the chairs and nothing on the seats. Didn't say anything, of course. But step by step, I started sharing the gospel with some colleagues.
Yeah.
And there was a Jewish lady working in one of the offices there, as an economist there. And one day I went to her office to do something for the work, and she was alone. And we just learned one song for Israel. Okay. It was a very nice song. I liked it very much. And I told her, Dora is her name, would you want me to sing a song for Israel? And she said, yes. And I sang this song.
You sang it to her at work?
Yes. And she started crying. How did you know that song? Where did you learn it? And I told her, I became a Christian. I'm going to a church, and the church building is behind the synagogue on the same street, just one trottoir, the other trottoir, two buildings. And she said, I knew that church, and I heard people singing there, and I liked the songs very much, but I was afraid of going in, she said. I said, would you want me to take you to this church? She said, yes. And in a few weeks, she was in the church. Step by step, she became a Christian. Her family, the whole family became Christians. And later, when the democracy came, they moved to Israel.
Wow.
And she's still alive, 93 years old.
Okay.
We speak every Saturday morning. She calls me or I call her. She goes there to Messianic church there.
Okay, so she's still a Christian?
Yes,
wonderful.
Yes, she is.
Oh, wonderful. Talk just for a moment about being a Christian under the communist regime. How different was that, and what restrictions were on you then?
They didn't allow to speak about Jesus, especially in a working place or school. No, it was forbidden. And I remember they heard probably that I shared with some people. And one day the boss called me, the director, the head of the company. He called me, and I went to his office, and I saw three people: the director of the company, the communist secretary, and the trade union
yes.
secretary. And I called them the communist trinity because they were the most important people in the companies, in the working places. And they started asking me different questions about my work and so on. And after that, 1 minute silence. And the director said, Marina, which church you are a member? And I said, no, I'm not a member of any church, because I wasn't member of the church that time. Although
you were a Christian going to church, but you hadn't formally joined.
Mm-hmm. And okay, then which church do you go? And I explained, what are you doing there? Singing, listening the pastor preaching, praying, and that's all. I said, that's all. He said, okay, but you know that here in the working place it's forbidden. If we understand that you are talking to somebody, you have to leave the job. And I didn't say anything. And that was kind of warning.
So that's how they restricted you?
Yes. And also when it's time to promote you,
no promotion.
No promotion. In the end of the year, they always gave some extra salary, 13
bonus,
salary, bonus. For me, it was half. For others, full size, but for me, it was half.
Just because you're a Christian?
Yes, that kind of things.
Yeah. And so when the Soviet Union was no longer in control, when democracy came. How did that feel for you guys in church at that point? Was this 1993?
1989 in
1989.
November. Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. It was interesting because exactly in 1989 there was a Christian conference in West Germany. Hope for Europe.
Okay.
You know, Hope for Europe. It's a English guy.
Probably.
David Hathaway.
Okay, I've heard the name.
Yeah.
I've heard the name.
He organized European conference.
Okay.
And that was the first time when people from Eastern Europe were invited.
Okay.
It was still communism. It was in July, August.
Yes.
The changes took place in November, in Bulgaria, especially in November.
Yes.
And I don't know how, but the perestroika was during that time in the country also.
Yeah.
And they allowed 28 Bulgarian young people to leave the country and go to this conference in West Germany that time. And we went there.
You were one of the people?
I was one of them.
Yeah.
And then they allowed just a few weeks to go out.
Yeah.
They give you visa for going out of the country, and you should come back exactly on the day that was written on the passport.
Yes.
We were late. And when I came back...
You missed it.
I missed the date, yes. Because of the conference. We also went to Mannheim to participate in a meeting with Reinhard Bonke that time. And we didn't want to miss that. It's first time for us to go out of the country.
And meet other Christians and feel that freedom.
Yeah. And I came back several days after that, and at the border, the guy who was in control there, the secret police, looked at my passport and said, "You are late. You have troubles because I should report you."
Yes.
And he wrote my name and everything, my number of the passport. And in few days, I already started working. I arrived on Saturday. On Tuesday evening, 12 o'clock midnight, somebody rang the bell at my door. Midnight, 12 o'clock. And I lived by myself. I was afraid of opening the door because usually they call me. Friends coming to my place, they call me. "Marina, are you there? We're coming." Nobody called me, nothing. And I was afraid of opening the door, but I approached the door and knocking, pulling the door, everything that was needed to be frightened, it was done. But I didn't open. And the person who was out rang the bell of my neighbors. Midnight, I couldn't imagine. And my neighbor opened his door, and I heard the voice of the guy who was coming regularly to our church from the secret police. Yes. And he asked my neighbor, "Do you know Marina Dimitrova?" And he said, "Yes, I know her." "Where is she?" "I am ringing the bell, knocking at the door, but she's not opening the door." And he said, "She travels a lot on her business trips in the country because of her job, and probably she's not here." Good night, good night. And he came back to my door, pulling everything, putting the key in on the locker, trying to check if there was a key inside. And my key was there. And he got angry because he understood that I was inside of the apartment, not here. I live in another place. And started shouting, kicking the door. But I didn't open it all. And finally, he left. They wanted to check if I brought some illegal stuff for them. Bibles, tapes with sermons and so on. And he knew my name because I was reported to the police from the border officer, but he wanted to put the face with the name.
Yes.
I knew him because we knew he was from the secret police. But
he was spying on your church already,
yes.
but he didn't know you personally.
We knew all of them.
Yes.
Yeah. But he didn't know me.
Yes.
And a week after that, he came to my working place. Yeah. Same person. And finally he saw me, but he didn't say anything because the situation was like that. He wanted to put, as I said, the name with the face.
Yes.
The secretary of this department that is keeping files.
Yes.
And all the information for the workers.
He just wanted to fill his paperwork in.
Exactly.
But you could have been arrested.
Mm-hmm.
So, fascinating. You won't feel like this, but when we hear stories like that, it makes us appreciate the freedom we've known all our lives. And the Christians that lived like you lived are true heroes of the faith. And in the context of ourselves, we've had life incredibly easy in comparison to the situation you were in. For many years now, let's move up to what we're on with, and maybe I'll just explain to the people listening in that there's projects here with the Roma community all around Plovdiv. There's many in Bulgaria, and the Roma community is one of the most disenfranchised, marginalised groups of people, poverty that has been neglected. And so with different partners, in particular WOW here, Marina has headed up what we'd call after-school clubs, which I'll get her to explain, and we'll talk about that initially, and then we'll mention the Bible study afterwards. So just explain your heart for these after-school clubs, and just give people a flavour of why you do it, because these are people that are often forgotten here in Bulgaria, the Roma people, aren't they?
Yeah, as you said, freedom is very important. And now we have the freedom to serve the Lord freely, without any restrictions. And it opens the door to many people, to different ethnic groups in the country.
Yes.
And working with, especially with the Roma children, we could have this opportunity to help them to integrate in the society. And I see that when Roma people become Christians, step by step they change their style of life.
They have opportunities.
Yes.
And in particular, education is part of what you're doing with them, isn't it?
Yeah, we help the children to prepare their lessons and homeworks for the following day. And if they have difficulties with different topics from school, they get help during the day. After school, they go to the church building.
Yeah.
They get some food, and then get help for the preparation of their homeworks and lessons.
And so how many children at the moment would you say you're helping across your clubs, roughly?
Right now, about 75 people, children.
Yes. And many of these...
6 different places.
6 different sort of communities, Roma communities all around here, and in Sliven, or does that just in Plovdiv?
Including Sliven.
Including Sliven. And so these children, just what age are they, the age range?
From 9-year-old.
Yeah.
Because some of the parents working in different companies, they don't have time to take care of the children after school.
Yeah.
That's why the government developed this after school program for the schools.
Yes.
But it's not as obligation.
Yes, it's voluntary.
Voluntary. But parents, because they don't have time to take care of the children, they leave the children to go to school, after school, to prepare their lessons. But at the same time, when they get 4th grade, they can go out of this program.
Yes.
And we do that. After third, fourth grade, we get the children in the church building.
Yes.
And help them.
Yes. And the clubs run most nights of the week, don't they? Certainly many nights of the week.
Yeah, in bigger churches with more children, we have 4 days. For example, in Peruštica, we had 4 days during the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, not because the weekend is and they can be home and get help from their parents. 4 days per week for 3-4 hours. 3 hours for sure, and because they are playing and willing to stay longer and have fellowship, they stay even 4 hours.
So, and you're helping them with homework, you're teaching them the Bible, you're trying to provide role models for them just to improve their, I guess, self-worth, obviously introduce them to Jesus and give them opportunities in life.
Every day they start with 30-40 minutes Bible study. We have special books for children. They use these books, study the Bible for 30 minutes, praying, sharing different testimonies, 30-40 minutes every day.
Yeah, no, amazing. Just give us your heart for the Roma people. Why you personally have a heart for the Roma people? How has that come about?
Yeah, because they're part of our nation. They're Christians. I see their desire to be changed and to integrate in the society. I would like to help them.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, wonderful. And you've done this for how many years?
It's more than 11 years already.
Yes. Yeah. Amazing.
For the after-school project.
Yes.
But I work with the Roma children and young people in churches since 2001.
Okay. A good long time.
Yes.
And just talk about the Bible teaching school that you do, how that works.
Yeah, when I studied in the States after the communism, it was part of my training there, theology school. And during the changes, the transition period between the communism and democracy, we had great revival here in Bulgaria. Many people accepted the Lord. If you go out and start preaching the gospel at the corner, crowd of people will surround you and listen. And if you pray for them, they will receive the Lord. And churches were
There was a real hunger from God as democracy came and freedom allowed people to investigate the church.
Yeah. But the church wasn't ready to receive these new people because we didn't have Bible schools during the communism. We even didn't have Bibles and books. I personally typed on typewriter some books in order to distribute for 5-6 copies, one book, and then distribute the books to different people. We didn't have Christian bookshops at all.
Yeah.
And the church wasn't ready to receive these new people and to train them and to help them to grow spiritually. And the need for Bible schools, for discipleship training was great that time. And after I came back from the States in 92, I came back in May. After the graduation, in September, we already started the Bible school in Plovdiv and one in Pleven, North Bulgaria, for training believers.
I understand. People, a discipleship program helping them.
Yes.
And if you were to guess, how many people would you say have been through your program over the years?
Probably 3,000, around 3,000 people.
Amazing.
Already.
No, amazing.
From different denominations, different churches.
Amazing.
Different ethnic groups.
Yes.
Yeah.
Us as a network, we are absolutely determined to partner with Marina and her team locally here. You've heard us talk about WOW, they've got great contacts here on the ground. And so in the future, if you want to come on a trip with us, if you want to hear more about what we're doing, then please get in touch with your church leader, reach out to me, because we want to just bring loads of people here to come and experience this astonishing work that's happening. We really believe that We want to be local churches, but with a kingdom vision. We believe God insists that we care for those that aren't just living right next door to us. We should be impacting the different parts of the earth, and Bulgaria is very much on our hearts. Just as we finish, Marina, and thank you so much for sharing your story, is there anything you'd want to say to the believers in Nottingham that will come and support you in the future, or about faith, or anything at all, just in your mind?
Yeah, I'm thankful for your support in people coming to visit us and to serve us and to serve the children. It's a great blessing. And I appreciate your help, and you're welcome to come and go further for the Lord.
Wonderful.
Go ahead. Yes.
You've heard the invite. Look out for our next trip. Make sure you come along. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the NG Church Network podcast and conversation. We are passionate about capturing authentic experiences of ordinary lives impacted by an extraordinary God. To find out more about our network, please check out www.ngchurchnetwork.org.uk.